Welcome to our very first online Bible study. It to be one of the many that we're going to do as juniors so that we are able to make the best out of this moment and we are able to grow spiritually even as we quarantine and as we follow through the government restrictions that have been put into place. It's good that we understand at this particular moment that the church is something beyond the building. The church can never be confined. The church can never be restricted. The church, as a people, in the spiritual realm, we are able to connect and fellowship together. The fellowship of the saints is beyond the building. Today, as we said, and again, it's important for us to understand the measures that have been put into place. They are for the good of everyone, for the good of our neighbor, for the good of everyone. Therefore, let us see what we are able to do at this particular moment to grow spiritually. So the video is just to have us do our Bible study, and then we shall be off the video. I'll be able to respond to the questions that have been shared and have been asked, and I'll be able to light back to us in our WhatsApp group. So welcome very much. At this particular moment, I want us to share the word that was spoken by Jesus himself, because we are finding ourselves in a crisis, something that we haven't been, a situation that we haven't faced before. Do you have questions? We have fear in us. We really don't know who has this coronavirus, who doesn't have. Have I touched this? Have I touched that? We are, all of us, in one or the other. Our peace has been taken away. But Christ foresaw such a moment in the book of John chapter 16 and verse 33. And he spoke these words to us. The things that I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. How do you have cheer? How do you experience peace? In the midst of a calamity, in the midst of COVID-19, how do we get peace? And even Jesus looked at said that in this world we shall have tribulation. Tribulations come in different ways. At times they are diseases, sicknesses, poverty, hunger, persecution. And at this particular moment, the whole of the world, nobody has been spared to say, generally speaking. Every government is on a panic mode. We are, all of us, facing a trial. I don't know the trial that we have, but all of us facing a trial. Them that are in candidates are not sure what will happen of their KCSE exam, KCP exam. Our parents at times are not sure if they still have the job after this is over. But Christ was speaking to his disciples, and this is just before he went to get some money, before even he was betrayed. And he says these words to his disciples, that the source of peace is found in him. And he says, these things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. That the source of peace in the midst of crisis is found in Jesus Christ. It's found in knowing him. That in him, not in the many things that may be put into place, not in the fear of what will be next, what we'll do next, but in Christ Jesus. Him remain to be the source of true peace. He remain to be that peace that can be unmoved, that cannot be moved. He is the source. He is the true source and definition of peace. So in this ministry, I want to encourage each and every one of us that we may find peace in him. Watching news at times is taking away even my peace. Looking at what is happening in the world is taking away my peace. Whenever I move out of the the door, it's taking the peace out of me. Whenever I'm thinking about every one of the people that I love and care and concerned of, when I think about you, at times I run out of peace. But Christ says, in him we may have peace. And number two, he says that he have overcome the world. Therefore, we need to be people of great cheer, joy in us. That our joy is in the knowledge that the world, its tribulation, are those that comes from the world, that comes to, in a sense, to defeat our joy, in a sense, to take away our joy. It has been overcome. Everything we think about, every challenge that we see, every trial, every sickness, every disease has been overcome. What we are seeing today are the evidence of sin, the evidence of tribulation in the world, the evidence of what it means to be in this world. But the good news Jesus tells us is that he has overcome the world. COVID-19 is part of the world, and it has been overcome. So be of great cheer. This doesn't take away our responsibilities, but it takes away it tells us where we anchor our joy in him, in the knowledge that he has overcome the world. Do you need peace? He spoke these words, that in him we may have peace. He also said to us that he has overcome the world.